Coach Lea-Janell. How would you like people to connect with you? And if they're looking for, they see a video that we're going to start putting up on RFZ, hopefully, and they want to get some advice from you and pay you for some remote work or something like that, how would you like people to connect with you?
The best way to reach me is my email. So shoot me an email. It's leajanell92@gmail.com. And that's LeaJannell92@gmail.com. And I should be able to get back to you in a couple of business days.
There you go. Easy enough, everybody. All right, here we go. This is it. This is the fun stuff. Not that the rest of the show is not fun. I mean, I enjoy the heck out of this, and we wouldn't have done this for 12 seasons, going on 13 here pretty quick. But we got to change it up here and there. And then this thing came into my head with this messages to my younger self, and the guests started to like it, and the listeners liked it, and they're pretty popular on YouTube. So, Coach Lea-Janell, and by the way, Sandy and I were both just admiring your youth picture, your young picture that will be on your thumbnail for the video. Your dad, I mean, again, I'm going to talk, your dad's the best. I love your dad. He's a greatness. I know your mom a little bit. I've met her a few times, but I've obviously known your dad very, very, very well for a long time. Talking to your younger self, and not that you're that old, you younger millennial, what would you like to tell yourself? You can take 1, 2, 3, whatever you'd like to talk about. This is your time. Go ahead. You're talking to younger people, your younger self, however you want to frame it up. Go right ahead, please.
So there's one thing that I did really well and that I'm proud of, and I would say don't ever change it. And it's do it scared. If you're afraid of something, be fearless. Just because someone tells you you can't do it, just go find a way to do it. Can't play with the big kids? Go play with the big kids. Like, you might get a dodgeball to the face, but go do it. It's fun. What I didn't do well and what I would change is I just have more confidence, care less what other people think. I have high functioning anxiety, and I'm an overthinker. I'm classic with my overthinking skills. They are the bomb diggity. I would definitely, if I could earn money just overthinking, I would not need a job. And I wish that I if I look back, just don't. It's not worth it. Like, my life has been amazing. I know there are some people who say, oh, there are hard parts of Leah's life, or, oh, she's in transition, and yeah, she's having a tough time right now. And yeah, transitions are hard, but they're also really exciting. Change isn't scary. Change is a constant. Like, you just got to jump in and do it and stop caring what people think and do what's fun. If you love it, it's worth it.
The ReFirement Zone is perfect for what you're talking about, because what you're saying is adaptability. I mean, you've talked about resilience and you've talked about adaptability. And now that you're a professional, you're not only a strength and conditioning coach on the very highest level, but you're a personal trainer like your dad and like me. It's like all of these things, all of this pivoting that you've been doing leads up to what you're talking about. And I appreciate you being honest about the emotional side of things, because I think young people, older people, we mask our inhibitions, our mental health issues. I have been very much a huge advocate for mental health. As you know, it saved my life. And for you to say that, you went through that and you're high functioning, how would you coach up more young people who are going through this? How did you get through this? And how did you manage? Because you seem to be really well put together and you're doing a great job and very happy and satisfied with your life. But what type of advice would you give to other younger people that are experiencing the same thing that you've gone through?
Well, not a single person in the entire world is well put together all the time. Like, everybody's human, and trust me,
the truth.
As much as I made myself pretty for today, there are days I've ugly cried. like no one cries pretty. It's fake. And, with Instagram and all these other like filters and things you can put on stuff, people forget that whoever's on the other end is also human. So, if you're having a mental health issue, or you just don't believe in yourself or anything, it could be small, it could be big, whatever it is, I guarantee you there is somebody out there who feels the exact same as you, or has been in some other similar situation that can have empathy for you and is happy to be a listening ear. Find somebody who who's done it. You know, like there was a year that I was a little depressed and it was a rough year. And I took great pride in getting out of bed and putting my sheets in the washing machine so that I couldn't crawl back into bed. And it forced me to do something that day. And then I love doing stuff every day. Like everything I do is fun. I go for a run, I walk the dog, you know, you do whatever you need to do to go to work, see people, communicate with people. They love you. You love them, you know, talk. And put yourself in situations where you will succeed, even if it's hard.
We are having issues. I mean, the face-to-face communication and the ability for young people to have those conversations is becoming harder and harder because of technologies and social skills, soft skills, whatever you want to call them. I've got a list of 10 soft skills right in front of me here. I look at it every day. And I think that people need to do exactly what you're talking about. Find your people, find your outlet. David Goggins will call it, you know, put the people in your foxhole. The people in your foxhole are the ones that you really want to know who you got. And so what you're describing is that, I think anyways.
I'd also say keep it simple. Like, I think a lot of people don't want to seek help because then they feel like they're this burden, they're a big problem, it's this big issue, and then people are going to judge them on it. And then all of a sudden, this one thing they needed help on that's upsetting is suddenly, you know, this big. And it doesn't need to be that big. It's simple. Find one thing that makes you happy that day and check it off. And that is a success. Like, all of those little successes add up to bigger successes. You just got to keep it simple.
You just got to keep it simple. And it's all about incremental change, everybody. That was very well done. Thank you, Coach Lea-Janell Speaks. That was her rendition of Messages to My Younger Self. And that'll be greatness. We'll cut it up and we'll put it up on the RFZ channel. All right, let's get to number